What is going on, guys? We're about to check out this part 2, pretty much, of this Ryan Upchurch interview, man. I'm splitting it up in parts, and then you go and check out the full thing, not with me all in it and breaking it apart. Not going to be able to put it on screen either, it seems like, because I've heard of people getting strikes. So let's just play the audio, and let's not play it double speed either. It's all right. Should be good.
Or went behind.
It's a Ryan Upchurch interview with Tracy Lawrence, part 2.
A really hot 4-piece band that's got hits on the radio. I'm not going to say names. And it sounds like there's a freaking orchestra on the stage, and then us 6 assholes walk out there and do what we do.
But what's cool is those people, they'll come up to
We
us.
already
and be
heard
like,
this
man,
part.
You guys, there's so much
A little bit
sound coming off
further.
that.
And my people was like, no, don't do that. Because one of them was a military paramedic. And then the life flight came, and then for some reason, somebody who was hosting the event started shooting fireworks. So the helicopter couldn't land. So I got on stage and I was like, said some crazy ass shit, threw the mic down. I was like, I'm fucking leaving. And it started a riot. And then people were trying to run them over with trucks and 4-wheelers. And
down.
I was unscrewing the mic stand because this really big dude was talking shit. And I was like, oh shit. And all kind of stuff. But yeah.
I do remember one. Scott might have been about, I don't think you were, Junior. It's been several years ago. We played some festival. It's like up in Tracy City, just outside of Chattanooga.
Oh, Tracy City.
Yeah. And I remember they had these big high chain link fences on the sides of the stage coming to the backstage. And this old woman, she had to be 75, 80 years old. She stripped down butt naked. She had the tube,
Got wild.
climbed the fence, started coming backstage trying to get to me. Oh, yeah. That's
Hey, yo.
She said, give me some sugar, baby.
Pull my
That's
teeth, I can
crazy.
give you one.
Oh, shit.
That's crazy.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, you see it all from up there, man.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you, man.
That
Think about
had to be insane. I don't know how I would even react to that. I'd probably run off like, yeah, no, thank you. I'm good.
No, come on. Let's go.
What you think about Jimmy
Chasing
Martin?
me down.
Tell me, I don't really know Jimmy Martin.
He's kind of like the first.
Grab my
If
food
you
and
ask
start
me, he's
eating
kind of
while
like the
we
first
watching
like
this.
major country singer that kind of got like shunned from the mainstream in a sense, but like a long time ago, like back Roy Acuff days and stuff like that. He was just this really talented motherfucker from Tennessee, and
I'll have to do
he
some
was
research
so talented.
on him.
They were like, no, we can't. You like this shit way too much. Like, this dude's like snorting coke and staying up, or no, I don't know if he's snorting coke or not, but
He was probably drinking a lot.
he makes a joke. They make a joke. I don't know what it means. I don't know the terminology. They called it Red 7-Up, whatever that is. It was a long time ago, so I don't know the
hell is
terminology.
Red 7-Up?
But they said that this motherfucker would be up all night, like walking around, doing music, being outside with his friends, or hell, even by his damn self. To the point where his whole entire house turned into pretty much like a studio of like memorabilia and stuff. And he was a really great artist, bro. And I don't think he ever got the recognition he deserved.
Most of
Sounds
the
crazy.
stories that I've heard about guys like that wound up just writing songs for a living because they just couldn't go out in public very much. I mean, I've heard some.
Oh no, this guy he was fine out in public. He was a people person
heard
and
that.
everything.
He just liked to throw down.
Well, no, he was just too good at music, like for his time. Really? Yeah.
Damn.
There's a lot of interesting characters through the years, man. You hear lots of stories, man. There was a lot of Waylon Jennings stories, man. I've heard some crazy stuff about Waylon and Cash over the years.
Oh damn.
I'm telling you. I mean, I'm sure you've heard the one where I cut my first album was a studio right there on 17th Avenue called 1111, right there on the corner of 17th and Grand. And now it's the second building back from the corner of the 17th and Grand. And that's where I cut Sticks and Stones. And when we got in there, everybody started telling the stories
outside your house
when
and
Waylon
record.
was there. They were cutting a record. There was a song that Waylon had called "Don't Y'all Think This Outlaw Bit's Done Got Out of Hand." What started out to be a joke the law don't understand. There was a mail package that was delivered to the front door, a block of cocaine.
Oh shit.
And the feds were outside watching. And Waylon went to the door and got it. They were sitting up in the front lounge, and he saw the feds out there.
Yo, that sound crazy, bro. Yo, that sound crazy. Was somebody expecting it, or did they try to set you up? Because I've heard of people doing that, or I've heard of agencies doing that where they just mail it to you.
and went and flushed it down the toilet, and they came storming in. They came pounding through the back door in the middle of a song. Go back and listen to that lyric. That's all a true story.
The feds were in the control room, and Waylon was out there in the vocal booth. So the engineer was like, Waylon needs to hear this shit. So engineer leans against the console and hits the talkback mic. So Waylon can hear everything that's going on in the control room, but the dudes in the control room, the feds, they didn't know that Waylon could hear them. So Waylon took that and he took the opportunity to run to the bathroom real quick
and flush all the stuff.
So bust me for possession of something that was gone, long gone. That's
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Great stories, man.
Funny.
That's fire. So he was able to, from the booth, hear them busting him, go run, flush everything before they could even know that he was there. That's fire. Wow. That's insane.
He's processing right now.
Yeah, that's insane, bro.
I read his autobiography, and
I'm just thinking, I'd have walked outside and be like, yo, feds, who the fuck put this here?
I think he said at the time that he quit doing blow, that last week, his last purchase was like $20,000 worth.
Holy crap.
He's like, all right, this got.
Is that like a bunch of coke?
Oh,
Yes.
I would assume so. Yeah. I've never seen
coke in real
That's a
life.
lot.
I haven't either.
Me neither.
But, I would assume it's a lot.
What?
Seen a shit ton of weed though.
You never seen it in real
Shit out
life.
of all of it.
Shrooms.
I ain't done nothing. Yeah, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't done nothing. I ain't going to do nothing.
I ain't done it either.
I didn't come
I've
here and
seen
I
it in
ain't
real
leaving.
life, man. I'm from the Bronx.
You never do leave.
Shit, you know what? And even if somebody does though, it's like, fuck it, who cares?
That's
We're all
crazy.
adults, like.
Not seeing some of that white stuff. some of that sniff, some of that Scarface. Your entire life is insane to me. That's crazy. No, it's crazy as hell. But then I gotta remember, not everybody's from the Bronx. Right, that shit was normal as hell. I was a kid, we had to step over fiends, nigga. To get to school, nigga, I had to climb over crackheads. Fam.
One thing
Oh my God. Oh man. I don't know if I should be telling y'all this, but I bumped into an old friend recently. Nah, that shit broke my heart, bro. That shit broke my heart. Cause he a crackhead now. That shit broke my heart, bro. Oh my gosh. And I'm standing there talking to him because I just bumped into him. I don't know why. This just reminded me of that. But I bumped into like an old friend. I was walking. Seems like, oh, what's up, yo? Seen him. He always been extremely honest, just like me. So within the first 30 seconds, he like, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm on that stuff. I'm like, you on that stuff? He's like, I'm on that stuff. I'm like, why are you on that stuff, nigga? He starts telling me a bunch of shit. I'm like, nigga, whoa. Yo, fam, it really broke my heart. Because I'm like, damn, there's somebody that I grew up with and it reminded me that I could have made so many wrong turns in my life. So if ever I think I got it bad, I'm thinking that I made a bunch of mistakes, nigga, I could have made a lot more. That shit really broke my heart. But yeah, that just reminded me of that, son. So yeah, it's not seeing some of that Scarface ever.
Damn, mother motherfucker.
Shit, it might be a blessing.
Why are you doing this? Because I want to. Because I'm an adult. Because I'm over 18, motherfucker.
So let's go back to music, man.
All right.
Let's talk about what you've learned along the way from the very first project that you cut to the new stuff that you've done now. What's your growth? What do you see? What's different now? With your process and how you start and how you finish.
Crazy. It's
Well, the main thing
mind-boggling.
that I've realized is don't trust anybody. Trust your gut. And to trust your gut, you got to keep your gut instinct as natural as possible and not influence your brain with a bunch of everyone else's input. You have to seclude yourself and go towards what you like, and you got to make your own decisions. Second thing, what has changed? I've become more of a composer than anything. Like, I'm very weird and specific about my music. I just don't put out anything. I know exactly what I want to do. I get in there and I do it. If I say, hey, this needs violin, this needs banjo, this needs lap steel, this needs, I'm getting it. I'm finding it somehow, some way, or I'm learning how to play it.
That's how you got to do it.
Mainly on this last album I did, it was 7 days because I wanted to test myself because I was like, okay, I've got 20 albums out. Most of them are either gold or platinum, and I am where I'm at. I got to start testing myself. So that's what I started doing. And this last
I didn't know he had that many out.
We said 7 days, or no.
Oh, yeah. Upchurch be putting in work. That'd be clear. He be putting in work, boy. Out here killing it.
No, this is the second time we've done this. So the first album was called Blue Jeans 1. We did it in 7 days. And we were like, bro, that was really cool. Testing yourself like that, trying to crunch everything in and play the instruments and, co-produce and all this stuff, 2 people in a room. So then the second time we did it, which was last week, we made another one. And this time it was me, Broadneck, JJ Lawhorn, T2, and Boosie Badass is on it too. And am I forgetting anybody? And we did it in 7 days, and bro, it was madness. T2. But it was the most beautiful madness ever, bro. We had banjos and lap steels and shit going all back and forth.
Hell yeah.
And when you're creating like that with other people who love music as just as much as you do, bro, there ain't nothing nobody can do to stop you. And it's just, and I've also learned that the thought process is being crunched down, like you said, into this weird format. And I think the people who get to say what goes out and what don't listen to music like we do. They don't know it. If so, tell them pick up an instrument and do something on the song. They can't. They're too busy driving a Ferrari.
So how big of a crew do you have?
Most decision makers don't know nothing, man. They don't know a damn thing. I ain't never seen them pick up an instrument. That's facts. Yeah, you got a point.
With you for all your social media stuff, because you got a huge social media. That's pretty much your format.
Oh, me and him.
Yeah, y'all the creative. You do all the camera work. B-Low.
B-Loose, he's B-Loose. We met bro. It's been like what 6-7 years ago. Yeah, man, I was living in this little bitty ass trailer, bro. By the way, give me some skin, bro. I was living in this junky ass trailer in the trailer hood, bro. People pulling up, I started getting a little bitty buzz or whatever back in the day.
I used to hang out
started having some people pull up, be like, "Hey man, you want these rocks?" I'm get out of my fucking yard, motherfucker.
So you want this rock?
Fast forward to now, he's been with me ever since. The day we met, we've never split up ever. He's from Texas. I'm from Nashville, born and raised. He's Texas, born and raised. And we've been together ever since, bro. And the first night we stayed together, I think we shot 2 or 3 music videos and edited them. And all the same night. We've been together ever since, bro. Been best friends ever since.
When you start doing your little shorts and stuff, do you just kind of have a concept and you just go out and roll with it? How in depth do you prepare before you go out and do stuff?
0 seconds before.
Just go with it.
Yep. If I'm feeling some type of way, everybody's finna know about it. And that's something that I think is missing from music nowadays.
He's not lying. People need to be more spontaneous. You get your best work done when you do that. You get your best work done. Like sometimes I plan things super ahead, right? That's the way my brain works. I'm all over the place. But then I've noticed that when I do one thing and I just focus on that and I just try stuff and have as much fun as possible, my best work gets done.
Because you got to think, like we're talking earlier, back in the day, which wasn't that long ago. It sounds like a long ago when you say back in the day, but back in the day, like yesterday, a country singer will tell you how the fuck they feel about something. And if you didn't like it, you'd have to say something back to them and y'all either fought or figured it out. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
Nowadays, it's too business. It's like everybody's the fucking FBI. Everybody's like, bro, are you putting this out? What are you doing? Who are you talking about? Motherfucker, listen and find out. Like, why is everybody so like suspect and like be like, oh, is it about me? It's all a business. It's like war games. It's like, dude, pick up the guitar or get on the mic and just leave it at that. Like, it's not my fault that I get to say whatever I want at all times and you can't. And
Facts.
That's the thing. And I think in my career so
was he
far,
talking about Adam with
I
that
personally feel like, which I'm going to be biased because it's me, but I feel like I'm proof that the canceling shit's bullshit. I feel like I'm proof that you don't need this big, humongous, fucking huge machine behind you. And it's also proof in a timeline with other artists. And I'm not going to say who, but I've been texting artists before. We're in the same building. And they're like, yo, bro, what you want to hang out? And where you at? I'm like, I'm at Aldean's. And they're like, me too. And then, boom. And then nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? Are they okay? I hope they're all right, And then some lady will come to me and be like, no, you need to stay away. Y'all can't be seen beside each other. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Who are you?
Wow.
Like, who are you? And why are you telling me this? I don't fucking give a fuck. Like, I'm just trying
Industry
to chill, bro.
fake.
I'm a normal person just like everybody else.
Industry fake as hell, bro. Industry is fake as hell. That happens on YouTube too, guys, just in case you didn't know. Just in case you didn't know. Yeah, that happens on YouTube as well.
I don't know why you're trying to put a cage around me on top of Aldean's, but this is kind of weird. And people are going to get to see that in the future, bro. And there's a huge gap in music history that is the past 10 years and kind of still going on. And that's why I'm like, bro, they need to catch on to this and figure something out to where they're not looked at as this kind of person in the future, somebody who was controlled by everybody, because that's not going to be good in the future. Because
I'll tell you what happens if you're controlled that much and they dictate the music that you cut, and you're going to look back in about 10 or 20 years and you're going to hate everything you do, and you're going to be miserable doing what you spent your life doing. You're not going to want to do it anymore.
Right.
Because they're going to feel some kind of form of resentment against their self for certain decisions they made when really...
Or certain decisions they let other people make for them.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like,
not being themselves, bro. Not being themselves. It's harder work to do things from the ground and grind and work hard. It's harder. You know what I mean? It's not easy doing things that way, but it's more beneficial. But a lot of people, they don't want to do the hard work. They don't want to be themselves, be original, go through, I guess, the trials and tribulations of discovering your own sound and craft. So they want the easy bake oven type of stuff.
And what they don't know is they got the power. I know you're seeing this right now. You got the power, bro. You're the money maker, bro. Tell them what you want. Don't listen to what they want all the time. Be like, put your foot down and be like, hey, bro, no, this is what we're going to do. And hey, the last person I know of that done that, and I'll say his name because he's my homeboy. It took a lot to be his friend, but it was worth it. He made sure. JJ Lawhorn, bro. JJ Lawhorn was with these people. You can believe this out if you want to. He was with this people called Average Joes, and he had this song called "Stomping Grounds." So this is a good example. And JJ is the kind of person you can't tell him jack shit, but he's also the one getting turkeys. He's also the one who is the actual farmer in real life. He's got the cows. He does the thing with the horses where you have to scrub their ding-a-ling and get the shit off of them. You know what I'm talking about?
What kind of farm is this?
Oh, bro, no.
I know what you're talking about.
Bacteria will grow.
I grew up on a farm. I never had to do that.
Bacteria will grow around a horse's dick, and you got to get it off, or their bladder will get infected and stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
But anyway, they told him, they said, you're going to film Stomping Grounds on the strip of Nashville. And he's like, no, it's not my stomping grounds. We're going to go to the country. And they're like, no, we're not. And he's like, well, fuck it. I ain't doing it then.
That's
and
crazy.
He didn't. And he's left ever since. And it took a long time for me to gain his respect, but I gained it because I wanted it. Because he was another real motherfucker in this day and age that I could get along with that has been done the same way. And it ain't far along from these us kind of artists kind of taking over, bro, because people are starting to see, they're like, okay, why are they making 5 albums a year?
Right.
And they're all good.
Right.
And why am I having to wait fucking 10 years for this guy to put something out?
Put out one project.
I don't know why you're doing that. They need to change the way they do shit. Otherwise, they're going to get left.
You waiting 10 years for them to put out one project with me, mind you, got like 30 producers on the whole album. Each track got like 7 producers, 5 songwriters, all that stuff. And it take them like a whole year to put out something.
It's going to dust in the future. For real.
So a couple other questions. Mm-hmm. How often do you post? Because that's a separation where you and I are moving in different places. I can't do the posting all the time. There's so many people that are logging into TikTok 5, 6, 7, 9 times a day. Mm-hmm. People that are doing all that. That's why I do the podcast.
Right.
Because it's a comfortable format for me. I love talking with people. I get to meet some new and interesting people and make friends.
Get it out of there, bro.
And then we just chop it up and use it in all these other places. I'm not a guy that's going to get on freaking post every day. I'm not. Right. That's not the world I grew up in. I'm not comfortable with it. I can't do it. I mean, how much are you posting? Are you doing it multiple times a week? What's your thought process? When you feel it?
I don't really have a process on it. Just kind of in the midst, if I'm
whenever he feels
fishing,
like
if I'm building something, if I'm cleaning my yard, if I'm playing with my dogs or whatever I'm doing, I'll just pick it up and be like, hey, this is what I'm feeling right now.
That's
put it back
fire.
down.
Yeah.
That's fine. There's no real like process. Just him just being him. That's what I do. Is be me. Put out as much content as possible. That's how you got to do it.
Because I just want the people who follow me to listen to my shit to know where I'm standing at on everything at all
Like if
times.
there's something that pops up on the news, a cultural thing or anything that you hear going on that just kind of runs in your brain. Yeah, it's just something that you go with.
Yeah, it's mostly music stuff. Or if somebody's like kind of trying to stab at me or something, I'll be like, hey guys, look what they're doing. So they can see the whole process with me. So they can see not only me for who I am, but other people for
See
who they
them
are.
For who they are.
Because
Big facts. Big facts. I'm going to 3-part this, guys. I'm going to 3-part this. Just because I feel like with so many gems being dropped, right? This is such a great interview that it deserves to be spread. So make sure you go and check out the original, and we'll link that down in the description. But yeah, he's cooking. He's cooking for sure. I mean, people should be more original. I think it's harder to be original, but it's more worth it in the long run for people who don't want to go through that route. But tell me what you think down in the comment section, man. Shout outs to Ryan Upchurch.